You saying they're just into twirling dick, pretty much?
I mean, are you not?
All right. So, welcome back. This is it's been a minute. I know we're gonna give you your biannually dose of CoolerHeads. But be happy that we're here. You know,
Yeah,
we're here. You're here,
and as always, we're glad that you made it.
That's right. You actually get to see us this time. Hopefully, I might cut that out if we decide we don't like this video shit. But for now, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Either way, we're in the year 2021 now. I think the last recording we have was it in 2020 or it's Coronaville, right?
Yeah.
We have like a hidden episode that maybe in the future for our Patreon listeners we'll release that, but I don't know. It wasn't that great. Just like this one's gonna be.
Well, a lot of shit is going on.
That's for damn sure.
Fucking insurrection, inauguration.
And yeah, I was gonna say we have a new president. You know, what do you think about Biden? How do you overall feel? Because I think we all kind of have the same, like, general, like,
it's better than Trump.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's not Trump.
Nobody really cares. Like, most don't care. And yeah, I feel that indifferent. Now it's not the shit show that you see on the news all the time. Fucking, oh, he did this, oh, he did that, da 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 da. Now it's just he signed an executive order to keep you alive.
You said something earlier though. You said like it used to be. Well, now it's just like he signed an executive order, did this and the other, whatever.
President shit that you
versus before it was like, you know, this guy just, you know, called all Chinese people.
It's the China virus.
Yeah,
it's fucking shithole countries. Fucking go back to your country, politicians. A Mexican can't support me in court or represent me in court as good as American, and he's fucking Mexican American. But yeah, we don't have that.
It's
racist,
like all the wild,
shit.
crazy shit or whatever.
That's finally done. Now it's just.
If anything, eventually the older Biden gets, it's just going to be more like, you know, Mr. Biden shit on the Capitol floor, you know, the rotunda,
the presidential nappy, unsnapped during his second speech.
Yeah, I mean, before, what was it like with Obama? You had where he ordered a cheeseburger or some shit.
The one I keep seeing is he wore a white suit or
he had like a beige suit. Yeah, and there was another one. He put mustard on a hot dog or something, or ketchup on a hot dog. It was something hot dog or cheeseburger related. Yeah. Before that, Bush choked on a pretzel.
You got Trump sitting there with a can of beans saying how much he likes Mexicans.
Yeah,
like, fucking
Goya beans are the best.
Like,
you know, never had one in my life, but you know, I hear they're really good. You know,
but speaking of which, like. It's both, like, I like the fact that I don't have to see that dumbass anymore. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, isn't it crazy how it just went complete blanket silence? Like, that feels like a little bit too much power. Mm-hmm. I mean, I get it. It's their company. They can put who they want on there.
Sure.
But now it's just like.
What are you talking about? Like endorsements and shit by Trump?
No. I mean, like. Okay, you'd see Trump posting on Facebook, Trump posting on Twitter, Trump posting everywhere, fucking 1,000 times a day, and now it's just Thanos snap, fucking.
He's just out.
Exactly. All you see is like the third party. Trump's representative apparently said that he's mad about that.
Yeah,
but it's just like weird that, or like freaky, scary that you can erase somebody from the internet.
I think that's all the QAnon's concern or whatever. But the problem is, like, it's not like he's saying, you know, we need to feed everyone or we need to, you know, assist in human rights and these violations and whatever in the wars. That. It's all like just like racist ass shit. Typically, you know.
I understand that, and I'm glad he's gone.
Yeah,
like I really am. But
what I'm saying is like. You know, when you think of like, I don't know, I'm sure racist ass crazy shit has always been banned from these sites. He just happened to have the protection of being, you know, since he was the president.
Yeah.
You know, so there was only so much they really could do. I don't know the law or whatever. So in my knowledge or whatever. But
now that you bring that up, It's because I think most people argued it's because he's a public official, not just an influencer. That we need to know what he's saying.
Yeah.
But I think it's the money behind it. People are going to click on this website daily to see what this motherfucker says.
But I mean, like, if that was also the case, it would still be going on though too, because everybody wants to know what the fuck Trump's thinking right now.
No,
sure.
they do, but at the same time,
but
now he's gone.
Yeah,
and it's not going to benefit us as much anymore. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Sort of like,
well, I can see the fear for sure, because that means at any time they can shut down anybody.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily think it's because, they just don't like what he's saying, or, he's speaking on these pedophile rings and this, that, and the other, and whatever. It's just like, no, he's just a piece of shit, and not like, not just a regular piece of shit. There's a lot of shitty people on the internet, but like, literally, like, the influence this guy has, and the fact that he always goes towards like violence, always towards hatred, the insurrection type shit,
the fact that he got that shit done.
Yeah. Does ISIS still? I mean, I don't mean to change the subject, but I'm relating in the fact of like domestic terrorism and then terrorism, overseas. Does ISIS still have a YouTube page or any of that? Yeah, I mean, probably not, right?
I doubt it.
I think, that's a big part we got to remember is like, what happened at the Capitol. I mean, that's some domestic terrorism, like legitimately. And I think like people are complaining about, them silencing our voices and this, that, and the other. But it's like, yeah, I mean, they silenced fucking ISIS. They would probably silence Al Qaeda if Al Qaeda fucking made a Twitter.
I have heard so much of this free speech bullshit, man.
Yeah, and free speech, yeah,
and it's been echoed a billion times. You have freedom of speech. You do not have freedom from consequences.
Yeah,
this is a privately owned company.
Yep,
I can decide what the fuck I want you to put on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
I completely agree.
That's the so many streaming services.
Biggest thing,
It's not about privacy of speech. It's about if you come in my house and say "fuck you, dumbass," I'm going to kick you the fuck out.
Exactly.
That's because that's my private property.
Yep.
Or my property. So it's the same way with these fucking tech companies.
You could still go outside and be a racist.
You could go outside and spout
you're
that
free
shit
to do
all
that.
day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like just because this
it's
company,
not about freedom of speech.
It harms the company. I mean, if you're so big into saving our economy and keeping money flowing and this, that, and the other, but then you're harming a company, which Facebook is a company, Twitter is a company, but you're okay with that. It's like you're only okay with shit if it works for you, pretty much. But,
so and that's like, so I'm sitting here watching this, and like, let's just say, I try not to use the word on the podcast, but like, let's just say Trump said, "I hate." And Twitter didn't block him.
Sure.
Facebook didn't block him. Then that shows that they are not bothered with racists like that. So it's like, are you encouraging it? Are you what's the word for like lazy and ignoring, or like fuck?
Just like what I mean, turning a blind eye to it or whatever, indifferent to it. Yeah.
So it's like that's a reflection on your company if you don't do something about it. And yeah, it's not about freedom of speech. It's guilt by association. Like, I don't want to be seen as a fucking racist motherfucker. Get this motherfucker out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
And
then like, why do you not defend other people's voices? You know what I'm saying? It's only the voice that works with your narrative as well. Because I mean, if you're talking about freedom of speech, but you have a problem with black people, protesting, it's so annoying. Like whether you agree with it or not, whether it's right or wrong. I mean, like, if they're speaking their voice and they're an American, I mean, they have that right to do so, and you need to shut the fuck up and just, I mean, it is what it is. But like the difference, you never see, and probably get a bunch of people throwing out all kinds of misinformation and whatnot. Like I always hear, the BLM organization and whatever, and they have all these concepts and these these agendas or whatever to provide, bring down the white man and to, and all kinds of shit. And then they connect it into like the Democratic pedophile rings, and then they connect, and it's like it's a terrorist organization.
Exactly.
And it's like, dude, like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Like, I mean, I'm not even going to get into that because we've talked about it before in the past, but like, those voices no longer freedom of speech. Arrest them, law and order, and this, that, and the other.
Exactly.
But a voice that's literally hating on someone else for the color of their skin, for their, something they didn't even choose, their religion. Well, people born into the religion or whatever, but like, things like that. Someone's sexual orientation. So it's like, no, like you're just being a hateful piece of shit. It's not. This is no longer freedom of speech. I mean, like I said, you're free to think it and say it however you want, but that doesn't make it where, like you said, private companies have to accept it, and can't ban it. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
And there was a podcast, a Joe Rogan podcast, where he had like some civil rights defender, and he was talking about this, like. Basically, you can say anything. Don't quote me on this.
Sure.
But the First Amendment is you can say anything as long as it doesn't promote violence or incite violence.
Yeah.
So, like, that's not protected. So if I say go out and fuck that motherfucker up and you do it, then I'm just as responsible as you.
Exactly.
So saying we need a show of force, we need to go to the Capitol. That's literally not protected in free speech.
And when you think about it, it's like, and this speech is against other Americans. So if you're trying to act like you're a patriot, but you're talking shit about black people that are have fear for their lives or whatever, you're infringing on another American's rights.
Exactly.
You're infringing on another American's freedom of speech if it means so much to you.
So, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Speaking of Rogan, he had a guy on during the election, like when they're counting votes and everything.
Yeah.
And apparently, because I just listened to it recently, but he said that whenever they count votes, they count the physical, the people that went and voted at the polls.
In-person votes, and then they do the by-mail.
Then they do the by-mail.
Yeah.
And Trump, or the guy said that Trump is going to say that at night we're winning by a landslide, and then we wake up and
all of a sudden, there's a spike, from this time to this time.
But that's what was going to happen when you say, get out to the polls and vote. Get out to the polls and vote. And then Biden saying, mail them in. Like, stay safe, stay protected.
Yeah.
So...
Go ahead, and then I'm gonna.
That's it.
I was just say the fact that people try to jump on this like it's some sort of conspiracy, when it comes down to just common sense.
It works.
It's straight up just like you said, the fact that one party was promoting, mail-in votes, and especially because of COVID, it happens to be the party that also takes COVID seriously, that also takes gathering in public seriously during these times. And then the fact of how you said they count the in-person ones first, and then they do the mail. It's just common sense when you break it down.
Exactly.
But I had people fucking sending me videos of like, Antifa was going into the polling booths, and they were stealing mail-in votes and this, that, and the other, and and I'm talking all kinds of people that like, I always wonder like where they get their information, because it's like when they say the media. They're always talking about everybody that's saying anything negative against their guy.
Exactly.
But it's like if those same people, at one time Fox News was all up Trump's ass and shit too. And then eventually they started realizing, you know what, like we're kind of just making shit up now more than usual,
Exactly.
And I think that it's like, it was like we still have a company and a business to run here, and I think they kind of saw that people were realizing, that this shit was ridiculous, all the stuff they were talking about. And the moment they say anything truthful about Trump, all of a sudden, man, Fox News used to be so reputable and honest and this, that, and the other. Now it's just fake news. It's like, no, dude, like
fake news, God
damn it. Like, and don't get me wrong. Yes, there's fake news out there coming from these sources, but when everyone has gathered this, and not even just that, when you can prove it, through a direct video of the guy saying something racist or saying something fucked up.
He didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just trying to,
Your eardrums are, Antifa, your senses and, everything that you perceive reality with is Antifa.
The fact that when they started getting fucking caught, they fucking say, well, no, that was Antifa that was infiltrated into the Trump MAGA group.
Yeah.
It's like, no, those were your fucking dumbass people that were doing that. Because now that you're going to
why
jail.
Would Antifa want, like, Biden already won. You know what I'm saying? Like what initiative would Antifa have to do this? You know, oh, they're trying to make the right look bad. It's like, dude, Trump already fucking did that. Too late.
Exactly.
Like, Antifa can just lay back now. Like, he already fucking did it. You know, it's just silly, man. Any fucking thing, dude. And that's what my issues started to become. Like, it was that, like, people were so brainwashed into, if anything goes wrong, you know, automatically it's a conspiracy, and it's
And
like,
that's what
Trump is a human being. You know, he's not a god. Like, he can make mistakes, for God's sake. You know,
exactly how it became. We've always been divided on left and right, but how it became so divisive. Like, there are literally people disowning their kids. Fucking
people have died.
Emancipating
People
from their fucking
have died
parents.
for a candidate. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking,
it's insane. Like, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. My ass, like, I'm very liberal, but, like, I'm not gonna go die for Bernie Sanders or for, you know.
I like my terrorist participants that don't get shot in the neck. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what this motherfucker was doing climbing through that window.
The ones that don't get shot are the real winners. You
Exactly.
know? I don't like losers.
I like them. The ones that beat cops to death with the American flag.
Yeah,
are the ones that I like. Like, dude. Yeah, fucking Blue Lives Matter all around you, beating the fucking somebody trying to protect the fucking Capitol from an insurrection to death.
Now Blue Lives don't matter
with
now
an American flag. Well, that blue life was trying to keep me from making sure that Black lives don't matter.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that mentality of, like, you know, we cannot be wrong about this, and I only get it in the sense of, like, if you're just that proud of a fucking person, like, where you can't admit any wrong or can't admit defeat. I mean, it's literally like, you know, I mean, for lack of a better word, I mean, it's like a cult, honestly, because I mean, it's no longer,
you
know,
they brainwashed the fuck out.
You're defending your God.
You sat there,
you know, not another human being.
You lied to them enough that they fucking, and like, it was such a well written plan. If we lose, this was rigged.
Yeah.
If we win, then it wasn't rigged.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so regardless, that's already in my mind or their mind.
Yeah. I mean, that's like any religion, pretty much. Yes. You know, it's like,
all right.
well,
So
what
he
if
said
God
it
was right?
God said it. So if they win, then it was rigged. If they lose, or if we win, whatever.
Yeah.
And it fucking worked. So now, we lost. That shit was rigged. Count the votes. Biden's higher. Stop the count. Count the votes. We're lower. Keep counting.
Yeah.
Like, literally same day shit. Like,
how do people not see past that? You know, like, how do brains just not work like
there
that?
is so much shit that's just so simple.
They really, because, like, if you think about it, how come in the states that Trump won, you didn't have Biden supporters like, you know, count the votes. They just kind of accepted it because, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Normal.
Yeah. Like, you know, it's just like, you know, stop the count anywhere that Trump was about to beat Biden or whatever, you know, stop the count.
And see, like, I was watching a stream the other day, and he was talking about how, okay, so, like, you and I are for fucking Biden, right? And when Trump won, and we said not our president, which means, like, he doesn't represent us.
Yeah,
we don't believe anything that he said. We don't trust him. When Trump supporters say Biden's not my president, they mean it literally. Yeah. He did not win. He should not be president. He shouldn't be in the seat.
Exactly. I think we accepted that he won.
It's like,
you know?
This sucks, but
yeah, he doesn't stand for the same ideals that I do.
And that's what not my president meant back then. But to these motherfuckers, they literally believe that
he's not the president. You said something about there was a lady that was it was a Mexican lady that
pull up the Good Liars.
What do I search? Just the Good Liars?
Yeah. And it's probably the top thing, but Lord knows they've had a lot of fucking work to do these past couple of days.
Yeah. So the Good Liars, like, Like that, right?
Yeah.
I need your help spelling.
Yeah, very dark brown lady.
So should I put that in search bar?
Wait,
The Good Liar is a very dark brown lady.
that's 1 month ago. Keep going up. Go right up.
Oh, there's not a lot of videos, so I mean, it has to be one of these, right? I'm gonna put this one here. Talking.
I'm
to the
here
Trump
on
losers.
January 6th in the biggest gathering of losers in Washington, D.C. in a long, long time. Here's one now.
I'm gonna have
Oh, this is great.
Yes, sir.
What would you say to Donald Trump if you were talking to him right now?
I'd say you're the greatest president of our lifetime, and I'm 65, and I've seen a lot going on that is so false
I've
and
had
fraudulent.
skid marks
it
as thick
sickens
as
me, and I will
double
die
quarter pounder.
standing in my boots as a patriot for this country.
What happens?
If this goes wrong, it's not gonna be good.
There you have it.
I love the beginning though.
How come everything's always a threat? The beginning of this?
Yeah.
I'm here on January 6th in the biggest gathering of losers in Washington, D.C. in a long, long time. Here's one now.
Here's one now.
That was beautiful. That was.
Here's one now.
Yes, sir.
What would you say
There
to
you go.
Donald Trump if you were talking to him right now?
Is there a way?
I like the guy with
I'd say
the
you're
trying to
the
light his
greatest
cigarette in the
president
background.
Of our lifetime.
He's just like about to
Yes, sir.
spark these
What
flags
would
on
you say to
fire.
Donald Trump if
Man,
time.
I'll tell you
Here's
what.
one now.
I'm gonna have you
But
take one of
I
me.
sent you something on your phone on
Yes, sir.
Facebook.
Okay.
Can you?
Actually, yeah. I can pull it up right here.
It's a Twitter wink.
Okay.
Twitter wink.
Twitter wink.
Wink.
Wasky wabbits. Twitter winks. Started from the beginning.
Why are you here today at the inauguration?
I believe it by supernatural God that Donald J. Trump is the next president of the United States, that he won rightfully so, landslide, and wait and see the goodness of God will come upon it.
Okay, I think it just happened.
That's okay. That
But he just got sworn in.
doesn't
You hear
matter.
it. You hear he
will
just
not
got sworn in.
He will not take the power.
But now he is president now. He just got sworn in.
Wait and see. Wait and see.
No, but it just, literally just happened. We heard the
That
crowd
doesn't
cheer.
mean he is the president. That cannot happen.
Joe Biden is president right now. You can admit that.
No, they stole it. They're proclaiming it, but he's not the president. He's not God's president.
But he's the president of the United States.
No.
Why are you here today at the inauguration?
What? How do you brainwash somebody that
To
fucking
that
hard?
degree, right?
Like, we're taking back our democracy.
Yeah.
We're fucking.
I mean, when you
Saving
think
this
about it,
nation.
that sort of mentality has been kind of like throughout the entire 4 years of this. You know, like something happens, no, it didn't happen. You know, like Trump said something racist, no, he didn't say something racist. You know, Trump hits on his daughter, no, he didn't hit on his daughter. You know, Trump yells at a, you know, it's just like
Trump hit on his daughter. Shit, my daughter's fine as fuck too. What are you talking about, buddy?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, man.
But yeah, no, they fucking do some of the craziest mental gymnastics.
Every day. Sorry, I'm still on that.
No,
But
it's
that's what I'm saying. It's like, and it's always that we will see. I heard that from a lot of fools. You know, like, oh yeah, we'll see. You know, something's up. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's always like conspiracy
Everything's
theories and
gonna
stuff.
come
And
to
it's
light.
like,
Everything's gonna, yeah.
yeah, no, it's not, motherfucker. Like everything's in the light already. It's super clear as day, and you see it every single day, and you just, for whatever reason, say it's not true. It's not happening. I mean, that's a perfect example because, you know, I mean, that is
Literally,
the perfect
you-
Trump
you hear it.
follower.
Like, exactly. And then sitting there using Jesus, or the true Lord God Savior, or whatever the fuck
Oh
she
my God.
said.
We could talk all day about what Jesus would think about Trump, you know?
Well, I mean, we couldn't talk because there's like a ban in those countries from traveling.
That's true. Jesus would not be able to come to the United States because of what Trump's rule was. Not because he was a Muslim, but because he's from a shithole country,
Yeah.
you know?
And he was brown.
And he's brown, exactly. Sorry, white folk. He looked like me and this guy right here.
Hey, we might be him. Look at wait, this is my left. Yeah, look at that. Look at that halo.
Oh, shit.
You never know.
Check
And
it
you
out.
know,
I can't do
Joshua.
it. I tried to do it earlier. My little Jesus
Joshua means Jesus in Mexican.
trick. Yeshua. Yeshua. Actually, no, it does. Yeah, and we're both Joshua. That's right. We're both Joshua.
No,
Our name is Yeshua.
What does it mean?
It means God is light or something like that. God is salvation is what our name means. And Yeshua is the translation, whether it's in Greek or Hebrew. We're idiots, by the way. We don't research anything. But,
No, we know exactly what we're talking
it does.
about. Also,
it's the same name as Jesus. It's just a different language.
so
It's almost like Josue.
and it's what?
It means Jesus. I mean, it's Jesus, and it means God is salvation.
Okay, God is salvation. My middle name is Rex,
Yeah.
which means king. Tyrannosaurus Rex means tyrant lizard king.
So God is salvation, King. People, you are looking at Jesus Christ incarnate.
And I dropped my mask.
Fuck.
So
It's all right, you can
get
cure
ready
us.
for that play. Oh shit! It's already here.
Oh my God.
Might have.
So anyway, what we've
We've been over
probably I'm sure everyone's exhausted of Trump, and and honestly, the world does feel a lot nicer to not have to hear his fucking voice every single day. Thank God.
Like one last thing, because I was gonna say how much peace I feel. Like it just feels like I said earlier. Like I just like being back to a normal, boring ass president.
Yeah.
Doing normal, boring ass shit.
Yeah.
What kind of fucking president goes to fucking holds rallies for his whole 4 fucking years? Like.
Throughout the entire thing, yeah.
Exactly. He's rallying for. That was probably big into getting him fucking like the cult following.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, he
'Cause,
kept it going and stuff. And I think, we're just such reactionary creatures like that when something's like exciting, one thing, sure, he was exciting because we had never had a racist president before. Well, for the last couple hundred years. Yeah. And it was like something new, and it's like, the fact that he was able to keep people entertained that long, I mean, people also worship people like Kim Kardashian, who has never done anything, I mean, like, talentless people.
I literally hate followed him. Like,
we followed him on Twitter.
I want to fucking see what this dumbass is going to say.
Exactly.
And like,
exactly.
So not only did it get it from our side, they got it from their side, and they're getting even more excited because it's like, oh shit, he's coming to my state this week.
I mean, people legitimately worship this guy. I mean, like I've seen.
She fucking compared him to Jesus.
Yeah,
Like,
I've seen like a pin of Trump's face in gold plated with angel wings and shit. I'm just like, God, this is fucking ridiculous. This is like idolatry of a orange, I'll go ahead and say he's a pedophile. I mean, that motherfucker's hit on anything
he
with a
was
pussy,
right
pretty
there
much.
with fucking Epstein.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But either way, outside of Trump, what else has been going on in the world today? I mean, it's very easy to talk about, politics and stuff, but to keep things on a lighter note, I don't think there have been any light notes.
Cancel culture on Twitch.
What are you seeing on Twitch? Because I actually don't get on Twitch,
Dude. Well, I was about to say you're better off, but no, Twitch has a bunch of entertaining people. But for those who don't know, Twitch is a video game streaming, IRL.
just like a streaming service in general, right? Like a live streaming
service.
Yeah.
It used to be.
It started just video games, right? Yeah.
Yes, but they branched out.
Yeah.
And they have.
Oh yeah, you told me. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
They implemented this thing. Well, They made the words simp, incel, and virgin bannable. So you can't. Well, first you
Is
can't.
it because it applies to like 90% of their their follower base?
99.99999. Yeah. There's like.
It's like McDonald's banning the word fat. I don't know.
You don't eat that? No. There's speculation that it's because there's a very big female streamer named Pokimane. I'm sure most people.
I've heard of her. Yeah. She's getting a lot of harassment and stuff like that.
No. No, not at all. Like when somebody would like do a tier 3 sub tour, they'd call them a pokey simp.
Yeah.
Or like this simp. If you sub to pokey, you're a fucking simp.
Yeah.
And her and most female streamers, and even the fucking people subscribing to her, yes, I'm your simp. Yes, I'm your simp. And she'd be like, come simps, donate, whatever.
Yeah.
And like, everybody was fine with it. But for whatever reason, they thought this was an issue.
Do you know what simp means? I thought it was an acronym for something like something
mediocre pussy.
Mediocre pussy is the part I remember.
But
it's like
I always thought it was a simpleton.
I thought it was a simpleton too. Yeah.
Short for simpleton.
Yeah.
Like,
but how do even then? Like, why does that get banned? Is the word pussy banned?
no. Like
So
99% of English words.
Then what's funny is that word gets banned. Incel gets banned, and an incel is just involuntary celibate, right?
I didn't
basically
want
someone
to not
who
have sex, or I didn't want to not be able to have sex.
and more often than not, they blame women for the fact that they're celibate, that they're not getting pussy, and it's like,
But it's like even as
could be that neck beard you got going on, dude.
How
like,
is that a fucking derogatory term? Like, shut up, you virgin. It's
Yeah.
like as you hold your crying kid.
Yeah.
Like,
But then you
like-
you told me, fine, if they want to ban shit, but you also told me that the N word got banned after those
Yeah.
words. That doesn't.
exactly. So
That's what
for
like
the
people could
longest-
actually use the N word on Twitch.
for the longest, you had to go into like your chat settings and like manually set it to where if this word pops up, it'll get deleted
Sure.
or just not posted.
Yeah.
But
These got automatically banned.
yes,
Right.
like you can't
Just like
type them
Twitch itself.
anywhere at all. So after they do that,
Yeah.
then they go in and say
automatically-
you know what, the N word probably shouldn't be in there either.
I don't like the N word either. All of a sudden everybody stood up.
It's fucking. Twitch is a very, very fun place. Like, I love it. Like, I don't watch TV anymore. I just fucking turn on a streamer. Like, there's like big titty bitches, and like they literally just lay on their bed, and fucking read messages and just talk. And so while I got that on, I'm just sitting here fucking playing the game, and then I fucking get fucked up. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. And I look over, and I'm like, that's some nice ass titties. And then, all right, oh shit, fired up. Like, but yeah, no. So that's just fucking that's still mind boggling to me.
I think I'm glad I've not gone on Twitch. I mean, I've gone on Twitch, but I'm glad I haven't got sucked into to that. It seems very complex.
Well, I mean, to an extent.
Yeah.
And even like, oh yeah, in Twitch news, there was a guy named PogChamp.
Yeah.
Well, his name is Gutex, but he had a
That I have heard about.
You heard about it?
I follow H3. I'm a big fan of theirs, and they were talking about that for a minute.
Yeah.
That's the. Hang on, let me look at myself here. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what you were saying about PogChamp, yeah.
He talked about what's that bitch's name that got shot? Something Bennett or Bitter.
They got shot?
Yeah, and the one that jumped through the window. in the insurrection.
Oh,
Amy Bennett?
I don't even fucking know. It's probably not worth remembering. As everybody, all the people on
Anybody
on
would have
say
a
her
brain.
name, but they wouldn't say Breonna Taylor's name. But all of a sudden, we're gonna say this lady's name, who
suck a dick.
was part of
All
an
you.
insurrection. Yeah.
He posted some fucking dumbass tweet talking about something the MAGA martyr. Talking about her. He called her the fucking MAGA martyr.
That sounds like to me, it's an insult. Just MAGA anything is just like so lame.
Somebody pointed out, they were like, man, Lady Gaga should have had a blue hat with Gaga. Gagamaga. Dude, the fuck is that?
You didn't see this?
No.
Sorry, I'm listening. I'm just prepping for the next thing to discuss. You didn't see this?
I feel like I seen the screenshot.
There you go. Let me see here. I got eventually. I'm gonna get this video to where we have a full screen of what's going on here. But let's check it out.
Human nunchuck. Let's go.
Fuck.
Let me get the tattoo. The tattoo's the best part.
That is actually
Human
fucking
nunchuck.
awesome.
He's doing so much damage though.
Right?
whatever fucking muscles he has left going on in there, and it's like sloshing around and shit. Sorry, that was just more for random shits and giggles, but
No, it's all the way good. Let's take a break. I want to smoke.
all right, cool. Well, we're gonna take a break. We don't have sponsors yet, but you know,
Wear your fucking mask, you piece of shit.
sponsored by yeah, we're not even wearing masks. Maybe when we come back, we'll put some mask on. I think we're safe. Anyway, we'll be back. All right, and we're back. So honestly, though, I think we're gonna make this a short episode. May not have been the most interesting, but we're doing something new with the video and all this, and hopefully we can have a little bit more planning in the future. Maybe better lighting, just a better scenery in general.
Better everything. Yeah. But I just want to say that I got like 420 hours. Well, no, that sounds too memey. 418. I was just rounding up hours in Hades. Mm-hmm. And
tell me, is it just that awesome of a game? I've yet to play it.
That should have been game of the fucking year. I don't care what anybody says. And look, it's only $20 fucking on Switch and Steam.
A little plug for Hades.
I don't know if we were sponsored. Hades, you owe me. But no, this
give you
game
a check for 4 pennies.
Is the fucking. It's just like crack. You just want to get a better build, but like if you can't afford Hades, because I've been thinking about this, it takes if you smoke. It's $5 a pack of cigarettes. That's 4 pack of cigarettes. You can just not
for
smoke
an experience,
and you can get
a lifetime.
The fucking 418 hours of Hades, or you could suck a dick for $20.
The choice is yours.
People out here, dude. People out here sucking dick for free. You could listen. This is win-win-win. You can fucking suck a dick for $20, even if you're not gay or none of that.
This is for Hades.
Exactly, it's for Hades. And,
suck a dick in the name of Hades.
And and either you find out, hey, I don't mind sucking dick. So not only do you got $20, you found a new hobby, and fucking and you got fucking Hades. Like there is no lose here. You find out you don't like it, fuck. I sucked a dick. That shit was fucked. But I got $20 in Hades. So it's like, where is the lose?
In the end, if you take anything from this short episode, just take that. You might suck a dick and dislike it and get Hades. Or you might suck a dick and love it.
And get herpes.
And Hades. Dude, all that for free? Damn.
I'm just saying, man. Like, because I've been on the Hades, every time fucking Josh calls me, what are you doing?
He's fucking grinding on that shit.
What are you doing? It's just, I'm grinding on that shit.
He's grinding on that, yeah.
It's just such a fucking fun game. And, I haven't been that invested in a non-competitive online game in a long time.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of hours in, Animal Crossing and shit, but, this shit... the dialogue, the story, the lore is just fucking amazing.
Well, shit.
Go suck a dick for
Hades. I was going to say, speaking of which, you got $20 I can suck a dick for.
He's like, hey, do you happen to have $20?
Exactly. I could go for some Hades. Well, anyway, on that note, then, play that game. And thanks for tuning in. We're gonna cut it here. But hopefully we won't wait another, 8-9 months.
It's just been a while. And
it's been almost a year.
We just got to... we just gotta figure it out.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you made it. And Yeah, that's it. Take care.
Glad you made it.